Hi guys, how are you? I thought I would just say a little bit about myself today because I started this channel without a kind of intro. So I'm Stella Oni. I'm a crime fiction author, and my debut fiction came out in 2020, and it's titled Deadly Sacrifice. It's a book that was inspired by a real life crime that occurred in 2001 when the torso of an African boy was found in River Thames in London, and his killers were never found. So I was inspired by it. It's quite gritty. It's a page turner. I wanted to just write something that would show that crimes like that still occurs and children are harmed. So yeah, so that's Deadly Sacrifice. I love reading crime fiction that has a kind of depth to it and set in different locations around the world. So I'm going to be doing features on food, Nigerian food. I blog on Nigerian food on Medium and on my website, stellaonithewriter.com. That's my website. I'm an adventurer. I call myself an adventurer because I like to explore food. I like to explore books. I like to explore travel. And I'm actually quite a techie as well. I've got a tech background. I've kind of like dived into cryptocurrency and what's happening with AI, blockchain and NFT. And I'm going to be covering aspects of that. So it's going to be technology for creatives. So it's emerging technology. So creatives as creatives want to know what the emerging technology is going to mean to us. So actually it's Web3 for creatives. So just very quickly just explaining Web 1, Web 2 and Web 3 because not everybody understands those terminologies. So when the internet came in, say when it started becoming well known, I would say in the 90s, in the mid 90s, was when the consciousness of the idea of this interconnected web started. It was more like browsing the web, and people built some kind of businesses on top of those browsers. So we had browsers like, some people might not know there were browsers like Netscape and Mosaic before Google came. So businesses were kind of like built on top of the web. Some of those businesses actually failed. So that's why we had, if you heard of the dot-com bubble, where businesses went on the web and, some of them did not survive and some survived. So that was kind of like Web 1 when the whole thing started. And then we have Web 2 where digital marketing started and social media started, where now people started interacting on Web 2. So people started interacting, people started socializing. A lot of people were able to track friends and family. But in terms of Web 2 sits on top of someone's platform. So each of the Web 2, if you think about the social media in terms of platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the popular platforms that are out there, they are owned. They are actually privately owned and they actually have a lot of data. They know our shopping habits. Facebook know a lot about our habits and how we shop, what our lifestyle, everything, your demography, because you have to fill out a form to, for them to know about you. And then you've got the biggest for YouTube, so content creators on YouTube, they get a bit of that money from the advertisement. So when YouTube gets paid, they'll pay the content creator some money. Web 3 is going to be different because in Web 3, the platforms that are coming sitting on top of blockchain, which I'm not even going to try to explain, you will, for what you're giving to those platforms, will make money. So you're going to make money from whatever, as an ordinary person using the platform owner, not the platform owner, because it's what they call decentralization. So where it's going to sit on what they call centralization, not one system, not one platform. So if you put your information on, say, one platform in this space, that information, you don't have to put it again and again and again, and you start making money So I won't go into the intricacies of how that will happen, because things are going to be built on top of it that will make it easy for people to use. And then for creatives, the idea is to delve into what is out there for authors, what is out there for any kind of, maybe, content creator. I will be kind of more focused on, say, writers and authors. You have people that are other kind of creatives, so that's why I've called it creatives, but focused on writing in the examples, but that can be then transferred into other areas. So that's the idea of my delve into Web3 for creatives, and looking at tools, looking at what is going on out there, looking at what you can do now. If you need to register, there some social media platforms that are already starting in this space that you might need to know about. So almost like I'm going to curate, and I'm going to have resources that you can use. So that's the idea. So thank you so much for listening to me today. And I look forward to hearing back later. Now, remember to subscribe to this channel. It's kind of like I've only just really started doing more content for this channel. So subscribe to it. If you like what you've listened to or what you've heard today, then click the like button so that more people can discover this channel. Thanks for listening.